Avoiding common mistakes in divorce or child custody litigation. It is so easy to make a mistake that can have serious consequences when going through a divorce or child custody case. The following advice from Michael Costantino, a Florida-based divorce attorney, can help you stay out of trouble and give you the foundation and understanding of the realities that may be encountered in the divorce or child custody process. Tip number 1. Always consult an attorney, even if you choose not to hire one. You will never know what you are missing until you have met with an experienced attorney. So many mistakes are made that have serious, long-lasting, and costly ramifications by people who don't seek legal counsel. Getting the advice is great. You will have some information. However, it is strongly recommended that you retain counsel. You wouldn't do your own dental work or change the engine in your car. Why would you try to navigate the complexities of the divorce or child custody process? The amount you may spend on a retainer for an attorney is small compared to the mistakes that you may make without an attorney representing your best interests. Tip number 2. Don't take seriously what the other party has to say. In most cases, that person is trying to provoke a negative emotional response. When he or she states, "You're not going to get alimony," or he or she states, "You will never see the children again," that doesn't mean it's true. That person is just trying to create confusion and doubt. You should refer back to tip number 1. Always consult an attorney. Tip number 3. Don't listen to your friends or family when they tell you how your divorce or custody case should be, unless that person is a licensed Florida attorney that regularly practices family law. Many people went through their cases in other states. Some went through their cases when the laws in Florida were different. Their facts and circumstances do not apply to yours. Their opinions on how it should be may not always agree with the law. This in turn causes people such as you to take untenable positions that are contrary to the law. Tip number 4. Don't sign or agree to anything until you know what you are entitled to. Your signature may have significant legal ramification. Entering into an agreement without consulting an attorney can create more problems for you. This goes back to tip number 1. Always consult an attorney. Tip number 5. Stop using drugs now. If you have the slightest thought that you may be heading into a custody case, stop using drugs. You would think that this is advice that most people would do without being told. However, you would be surprised at how many times the following excuses are used. "I have to stop smoking, but it's just weed." Or, "It was just a little cocaine." Your drug use will be exploited by the other party in court. Stop using now. Tip number 6. Don't give cash for support payment. The best thing you can do is write a check. The check should be made out to the person you are paying support to. In the memo section of the check should be the words child support or alimony or both. Your payment can be considered a gift if the word support is not on the check. If you buy groceries, clothes, or things for the child, do not count that as support. You are better off just writing a check and giving it to the other person, and let them go ahead and buy the groceries or clothes. However, if they find themselves in dire straits, for instance, the electricity is about to shut off, and they need a payment now, get a receipt explaining what you are doing and make sure it is signed by the other person. Tip number 7. Don't get involved in useless emotional banter with your significant other or people close to your significant other. You don't want your words used against you in court. This is not productive. As a matter of fact, many of these heated exchanges lead to domestic violence. It's best to always say less and walk away from confrontation. Tip number 8. Don't text message or email something you do not want to come out in court. This is the easiest form of evidence that can be admitted. Put a passcode on your phone and computer so that nobody but you can send an email or text from your device. Do not let your current boyfriend or girlfriend send a text message to the person you are litigating with from your phone. The ugly text message sent from your phone will be considered your text message. Tip number 9. You should always be aware of the pictures and videos of you that your friends or family are posting on Facebook, Twitter, and all the other social media sites. You don't want uploaded to the web anything that can be damaging to you during a custody battle. Friends and family should be understanding of your plight. Talk to them. By the way, if there is anything uploaded that may be embarrassing, now would be a good time to take it down. Also, unfriend the person you are litigating with. This will help limit future embarrassing pictures or stories getting to the court. Tip number 10. Dig into your joint finances sooner than later. You should know how much money you have, where it comes from, and where it goes. Gather documents, download statements, and make records of unknown account numbers. Any information you have can lead to potentially hidden assets or income. Tip number 11. Gather important documents and make copies. Some documents you just want to secure, passports, birth certificates, and other original documents that are hard to replace. Get a safe deposit box or secure these important documents at a trusted friend or family member's home. Tip number 12. Secure those personal items that you do not want to come up missing. Jewelry, collectibles, family memorabilia, old photos, and anything else that you know, if it was lost or stolen, would cause you sorrow. Because unfortunately there is nothing the court can do about missing or stolen property. These too should be secured in a safe deposit box or with a trusted friend or family member. Tip number 13. Make a list of what you want from your divorce or custody case, as to the children, as to support, and why you think you deserve it. This will be a roadmap for you and your attorney. This list is something you should walk in with at your first strategy session, and may be modified after as you become familiar with what the law permits. Florida child custody law is not easy, as it has difficult rules and procedures. Do not do it alone. Michael Costantino, New Horizons Law, always offers a free consultation. There is no better way than sitting down face-to-face with Michael to learn what your rights are and the best way to get what you deserve. Michael is a Florida divorce and family law attorney who will always listen compassionately and attentively to your needs and concerns and provide you with the best advice for your specific case. Give Michael a call at 954-623-6445.